All right, wonderful people, lovers of freedom. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to each and every one of you. Welcome back to Let's Talk TV, your one and only YouTube platform where they give a back-to-back update on things where they happen for Biafra land and beyond. Yes, that is why we are here. If you're joining us for the first time, remember to subscribe and turn on your notifications to make you be among the first set of people where they get our news anytime where we drop normal. Okay, another one where we get for here, we don't bust. Be say yes, as it they hot right now, they tell you say Anambra is the hot. Anambra the hot at the moment. Woto. My people, now so you go the hot anytime where it they happen for that area. Anambra, it don't bust for there. As Woto done, Biafra Liberation Army, of course, has done it again and has given it to them back to back. The Nigerian army are in trouble once more as a whole lot of things, a whole lot of people have been taken down, right? There and my people, you know whatever it is, whatever it is when we talk about the fact when people go down, when it is a clash between the Biafra Liberation Army and the Nigerian army or the police or the Fulani headsmen, whoever they may be, they do not stand the chance whenever it comes to the Biafra Liberation Army. Yes, my people, and that is who they are. They are who they say they are. And that is the truth of the matter. They do not care who you are or what you think you bring. At this particular point, they fear nobody. They fear not the federal government. They do not fear anybody at all. Whoever you think you are, you will collect whenever your turn comes. And that's the truth of the matter. You go collect woto as it dey be. My people, it is nothing to write home about. Whenever it comes to anything that concerns the BLA, you are in trouble, and that is the truth. At this particular point, we are here to let you know about the little things where they happen. And at this particular point, Anambra is on fire as these people are collecting woto front and back. My people, there has been a launch at that area and which has taken down a whole lot of things in Anambra as the whole issue is actually, we are still getting information as I'm talking to you from there, and we are giving it to you live that there has been a clash, and of course a lot of casualties have taken place, has taken place due to the clash that has taken place. My people, I want to tell you that these clashes are not going to end until we get our freedom and until Nnamdi Kanu is released. And that is the truth of the matter. None of this is going to stop the clashes or the fact that we are not going to stop going for Biafra until these people recognize the fact that we are not giving up. I feel like they've not come to that understanding that these people are not joking. Until they come to that understanding that whether or whether these people are not going to stop giving it to them hot until they stop and until they stop doing those things that they do. Yes, and that is the truth of the matter. Until they recognize the fact that they need to listen to us. Because of course, you won't say we've not tried dialogue. We've tried dialogue all along. We've begged them. We've asked them. But they've done nothing than put us aside and think that we're a joke and keep killing innocent lives. And at this particular point, we have no other choice than to go back at them the way they used to come at us. And they are going to collect it one after the other. Of course, our Commander Ross and Commander Holy Ghost are not a joke. And they are going to give it to them. Commander Gentle is still there. My people, we do not have time for jokes. And that is the truth of the matter. There is no time for jokes at this point. Everybody is going to collect according to what you see. And that's why the PM is not joking about anything. Anything you see, you collect. If you are supposed to be, if you are an innocent person and you collect because you are staying close to them, that is it. Yes, we are not going to say that we are happy that an innocent life was taken, but then it is something that we have already told and given information back and forth that you should not stay around these people, you should not be around them because of the fact that they would cause your death or they would cause you to be where you're not supposed to be and you lose your life. But then if you decide not to listen and to hearken to whatever it is that is giving you mind to be wherever you are, then so be it. That is not our problem. It is not our fault also. And so you are expected to do the needful. Stay away. The longer we tell you people this, stay away from barracks. Anywhere that they call barracks in your area, you know that it's a target. One way or another, it can be a target. And so you are expected to avoid those type of places. And that is the truth of the matter. You are expected to avoid those type of places. So as you can be able to actually avoid whatever rubbish or whatever thing that happens around that area. Because he is working tirelessly. The amount of people they send against him, the amount of people that have wanted his arrest. Even the time when they succeeded one way or another, they said there was a rumor that he was arrested and then he was released, and everything that comes up, it all ends up to be a lie. It all ends up to be false. It all ends up not happening because this man is protected by the Finland government, and the Finland government is in support of everything he's doing. And I would like to tell you that even the Finland government would know they would not support anybody that would be causing unrest in another state, and they will not even let him stay in their country if they found out that, or if they know that this particular man, this is what he's doing. But they know the fight, they know the roots of every single thing, and so because of that, they are supporting him. This particular movement is not a movement that anyone can just wake up and do and go to a foreign state and stay. If you are that kind of person that you are doing that side of thing, be rest assured that the country would investigate you before allowing you to stay there, especially in a country like Finland. If a Finland country would investigate you to be sure that nothing of such is going on, or you're not causing any of such, that whatever you're doing is actually up to your right and is what you can rightfully do, which I am sure that they have done properly on him, and they have verified that this particular person is doing nothing, just like the Mazinam Kanu was doing absolutely nothing wrong but fighting for the movement. But of course, this particular thing is what they would use to sway people in Nigeria. They would use to sway Igbo people in Nigeria, make them think that he's the worst enemy of all, and say so many rubbish against him. I would even come up and say that if since he's outside the country, he should come back. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, the few times he came back to Nigeria, the very first time he came back, they arrested him. That was the first thing they did. And you expect him or anybody fighting for their freedom to come back to Nigeria. It's not possible. If we have a history of letting people that are fighting for their nation be in the country and be safe and every other thing without getting arrested, then the possibility of them coming back or staying or being protected in their state is there. But then any time that this set of people find themselves or get themselves in the country, they are arrested. Do you expect the PM, Simon Ekpa, not to learn from the previous things that has happened and decide to be in a state that would really, really protect him from anything that is going on? Of course, he has found that state, and that state or that country is Finland, and that is why he's with the Finnish government. And as well, it has ended up that the main president or the person in charge at this point has ended up to be a very close friend of his, close to his best friend. And they are all working towards everything that would make sure that the Biafra movement is something that actually works out at the end, and not just something that people would hear about and not know what is happening. But my people, what I am here to remind you of is that this movement is as real as anything should be. The movement that is being made by the PMBRGIE is one of the biggest and one of the most valued by the true Biafrans that know that the fight is real, and that if we stop fighting, the day we stop fighting is the day we start ending whatever it is we want for ourselves. And so this is what is expected of Biafrans, not to avoid, not to ignore, not to lay down or to forget whatever it is. You are expected to do the needful. Stand steadfast, be ready at any point in time, because you do not know what's next and what is going to happen next. And so you are expected to be strong, and do the needful. Every single thing. I don't believe there's anything you're passing through now that there's people in the past that fought for this particular freedom have not passed through, that did not pass through. There are those that went through the main civil war, and there was a war, a real war. And it so happened that at the end, since we are still in one Nigeria, you would call it the fact that we lost. But of course, we are going at it again, and we are going to win. We are hoping that the best would happen in our coming off and doing the needful things that we need to do. And so, my people, it is one of the important things that we need to do with anything that concerns Biafra movement. And so that is what it is. So yes, my people, this is what we'll come to the end of this particular broadcast. Thank you for joining us. Remember to subscribe and turn on your notifications too. Thank you.